Do this one. 4x squared minus 36y squared. Factor this. Do you know how to factor this?
Mm-hmm.
How?
My brother says it right.
Stop looking at the answers.
No, you make it
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. Like divide it by 2. Right?
Divide everything by 2?
Right?
No.
No.
Okay. There's a few formulas. In fact, actually, I think I might even save or recover this with you. And then the next time we cover this, you can sound extra smart and know all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cover this with the class as well because the class would also be very beneficial for them. There's this trick that we call the difference of squares. And it looks like this. A squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. You want me to prove that to you? I'll show it to you. It's very easy. Let's start with this. A plus b times a minus b. Okay? That's equal to a squared minus ab plus ab minus b squared. Do you disagree? No, we're good, right?
Yeah.
Negative ab plus ab kills itself. So this is a squared minus b squared. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So, next time you see something that is x squared minus 9, immediately you see 9, or I see 9, and I think, 9 is a special number. In my head, at least. Or 64. Let's say 64. 64 is a very special number to me. Why is that? Do you know?
Because you can square it.
8 times 8 is 64. This is a difference of squares thing. I could write this as, what is the square root of this?
X.
X. What is the square root of this?
8.
So I can write this as x plus 8, x minus 8. You see that?
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it. Do you see a perfect square or difference? Do you see perfect squares up here?
Yeah.
See, as soon as I see the number 4 and x squared and then 36 and y squared, buzzers go off in my head, and I think, those are perfect squares.
Also, factoring, you're just squaring them.
So I'm sorry. What's the square root of this thing?
2x.
2x. And what's the square root of this thing?
6x.
6y.
6y.
So it's plus 6y and 2x minus x.
Mm-hmm.
Cool?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the formula I want you to remember.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, Kayla. If you don't remember this formula, then do this. Write down a plus b times a minus b. And then FOIL it out. And you'll get a squared minus b squared. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's the formula I remember.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. I got a fast question for you. 4x squared plus 36y squared. How do I factor that?
2x plus 6y
2x plus 6y
squared.
squared?
Right? Because it's just the same thing again.
Oh, I see. You're going to do 2x plus 6y times 2x plus 6y.
Yes.
So you're saying that if I put a square there, then this is really 2x squared plus 6y squared, which is 4x squared plus 36y squared.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm actually going to make good on my promise of booting a kid in the face.
Okay, I'm guessing I'm getting through.
You literally did the boot to the face trick.
Oh. What?
This squared is not just square this and square that. That squared is this.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And then if you FOIL that out, it doesn't come out to that. I admit to you, I gave you something that's actually impossible to factor. To make a point. And I hope I'm not embarrassing you. Okay. But 4x squared plus 36y squared, when I see 4 and 36, I think, oh, wait, something's going on. But then I remember Mr. Dalday saying, there's an equation for the difference of squares.
I see.
The sum of squares is nothing. There is no such sum of squares formula.
You have to have.
It has to be a difference of squares. And then this rule applies. There is no such rule
Got it.
for this.
Right. Difference. Okay.
Got it? Got it. Good. Good. Okay. There's another formula that I kind of want you to know. And I only want you to know this because I don't want you to get booted in the face anymore. And that's this formula right here. You can write it down. I can prove it to you. It's very easy. All we got to do is actually square this out. A plus b times a plus b. Which would give me a squared plus ab plus ab plus b squared. Which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Cool. And the reason why I want you to at least see this formula is because I'm going to write it down here.
Oh. Yeah. I got it. Because when you factor, you
Right.
have to factor
Because you need
everything.
to FOIL it and that. So
or
like
foiling, whatever. Yeah.
this thing is almost correct, but it's missing the cross terms.
Yeah.
So that's my big boots to the face kind of thing that I actually started in January or in like September, and it's not just you. It's not just you. There were 2 other students here, and one of them got messed up, and you got messed up,
Okay.
and you wouldn't believe how many of my other students, when regular class is in session, which isn't going to be in half an hour, they all screw it up. Okay. I would memorize this formula, but I almost like if you don't get the formula, then just FOIL it out.
Yeah.
But don't do something dumb like this. Okay?
I think I have to write it out to see it, and then I was
Hey,
just like going with it.
If you have to write it out and it takes you 4 extra seconds, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So that's a good problem. And I think I'm going to recover it in class, and then you can spout off all the answers and sound like you're amazing